tone was created using just a really simple sound. And add in this. And that's just a bit of drive. Then add some pitch modulation. We can see it's drifting there. I'm using a secondary function on that called drift, so it's wobbling a bit. Then some space, some reverb. And finally, this interference. Increase the mix. We can get really complex things from the most simple of tones. This is just a simple sawtooth, so which takes it into gorgeous, moody, dark, atmospheric territory. While making this demo, I came across some old footage of my dad racing his motorbikes back in the 70s. It's terrible quality, but it oozes atmosphere. So I looked for a modern equivalent, and remarkably, I found this, taken from exactly the same point at the start of the same race, half a century later. It's technically so much better. You can see what's going on perfectly, but it's lost all that charm. And again, this is my dad recording himself on his bike, trying to show people what it was like riding on the circuit. And you can imagine him riding with one hand on the bike and the other holding a Super 8 cine camera. And this is the modern equivalent taken with a GoPro. Again, so much more technically proficient, so much more detail and clarity. You know, it looks so much better, but it hasn't got that madness. It's lost something in its perfection. I know it feels like a bit of a stretch, but it really did hammer home to me why we like sounds with some imperfections in them, a bit of fuzz, a bit of noise, a bit of wobble, just smoothing off those sharp edges to make things a lot more appealing. And if you've not come across this before, that's exactly what this is designed to do. Smudge those sharp edges and add instant vibe and atmosphere. We've got 4 channels called character, movement, diffusion and texture, coloured red, yellow, green and blue, and add all them together and you can get things from lovely, soft, subtle movement and atmosphere to complete sonic destruction. And just to be thorough, on the back we've got stereo in and out, an expression pedal input that can be mapped to any of the knobs, and we've got 5-pin MIDI in and out plus USB-C MIDI, so it can be used as a MIDI interface as well. I don't want to go through everything in too much detail, just show you how you use it and how I've been using it. So we select the effects by hitting the button and it selects, so we're going from drive to sweeten to fuzz to howl to swell. Same on the rest of them. But if we play with the delay for a second, I've got this MIDI'd up to this metronome over here. This metronome sending a MIDI signal at 100 BPM, and that's so we can use the arpeggiator in time with the effects, with the time-based effects on the Chroma console. So everything's synced up nicely. Let's play something familiar. Listen to this cascade delay. Beautiful, gritty distortion coming in there. So there's a delay pedal, it's beautiful. And of course you can do all this with an expression pedal rather than your fingers if you wanted. Reels is more like space echo. So it's really beautiful and atmospheric, isn't it? Space is a reverb, and it can go really big. So there's a time and the amount. Just stop that for a second. Great, that, isn't it? Start it again. Lost in space. Let's go to collage. This is lovely as well. Love a delay. Great, that, isn't it? And of course you can automate all this, I'll show that in a second. All these little wiggles I'm doing here you can automate. And then we've got reverse as well. So you can completely destroy stuff. And this is just one channel of it. Let's put it onto Cascade again. Let's get it almost sensible. Great. So let's add some distortion. Dark to bright. At the minute we're going through the character, then movement, then diffusion, then texture. But we can change the order of that. I'll do that in a second. To sweeten. Fuzz. Howl. Maybe better some of these without the arpeggiator on. Go to swell. We could then change, because it's not really sensitive enough there, if we go to the secondary functions, change the sensitivity. So the secondary functions do different things for each of the effects, but they're generally pretty obvious. The bottom row here are all the effect volumes, so you can change the volume of each of them in relation to each other. Let's turn the mix all the way up. Let's come out of that secondary function there. Bring the diffusion back in, put it back onto drive, a little bit of drive, make it dark, or sweeten, if you want to sweeten, so some gentle. Let's have a play with doublet, turn it up. Here we've got double notes playing. Let's go to vibrato. And that's in time with this metronome here. If we bring in arpeggio again. That's in time with the arpeggio. Phaser. Again, it's in time. We can see the modulation occurring there. And tremolo. Let's add some more of that delay. Another really nice one on this is the pitch. So we come down to pitch. So this is now the pitch change, and this is the amount of pitch. This is like the mix knob. So turn it up to halfway. Let's turn the delay off for now. Let's record an automation on that then. Let's record that. The gestures are recorded in time with the MIDI clock, so if we speed that up or slow it down, the gestures will follow. Put it into record mode. So as soon as I hit something, it will start recording. So wiggling it. Don't know if the camera's picking up, but it's turned red. So stop. Now we can see this is changing colour. And now let's go into this collage, because that was doing really nice things as I changed the time. And record some movement in the time. Still recording. It can record up to 90 seconds at 60 BPM. We're at 50 BPM here, so we could record a whole load of twists and turns. Turn the recording off. So now that's recorded as well. Cool. So they're looping at different rates there, this knob and this knob. It's great, isn't it? Let's put that onto space so it's not so mad at the minute. Let's come back down to there. So we've still got this. Let's turn him out that down. Let's add some interference now. So go to interference. And then let's sweeten that with a bit of sweeten. So at the minute, as I say, we're going character, movement, diffusion, texture, but I'd like to go from movement to texture to diffusion to character, so that we've got the pitch change, then the texture, then add the reverb, and then distort the reverb. To do that, we hit A and D together, then we just select the order. So what did I say? I said pitch change, so yellow, then blue, then green, then red. Yellow, blue, green, red, and that's it, done. So now distorting the reverb. Let's get rid of those automations. Just hold C and D down. It flashes. Those automations have gone now. Let's add some time. Let's take all the other effects off. Just have the interference. Well, let's try broken. On some reverb. Oh, that reverb's lovely, isn't it? Or cassette. Maybe have a bit of pitch on there again. Let's put some drift on the pitch. If we hit A and B, we're into the secondary functions. On the yellow channel, that's drift. So if we turn that up a bit, we can see the parameters changing there. So let's have it around there, turn it off. Now this is moving because I've got the drift on it. Let's try that with a different tone. Pure mad spookiness, that, isn't it? Let's bring the mix down. I'm just trying to make it so that it's just really subtle now. Let's bring the amount of that down. But let's leave the reverb quite high. Just trying to avoid copyright claims, by the way. Let's try it with a bit of collage. Great, isn't it? Play with this for hours and hours. To the filter. Let's automate that filter. It's all that simple to get beautiful, beautiful tones. Let's just bypass that. Beautiful, complex, but simple to do. So there you have it, the Chroma Console Gothic Edition. I don't think that's its official title, but it's cooler because it is black. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please do subscribe, ring the bell, join me over on Patreon, all those sorts of things. Check out my starskycar.com website. There's patches, there's samples, things to download, there's free stuff, but stuff you can buy as well. Every little helps to support the channel. So thanks for staying to the very end, and I will see you next time.